beginning of the school year. My friend logs into his email account, emails the entire administration, and the entire body of the email was just, testicles are yummy.
I just didn't know how it worked, like if it let you hear or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Welcome to Reckless and the Recluse, where I am so reckless that we don't even do this podcast anymore, but we are here today.
You recklessed out. Actually, I feel like, wasn't it because you were working too hard?
Well, I quit my job. So
I did not know that. That's funny. Why?
Well, I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it was just kind of like frustrating. And then Saturday, they took me off the schedule and then put me back on the schedule. Then they took me off. And then Saturday morning, I woke up after my schedule started because I was supposed to bartend brunch. And I was like, you guys literally put me on the schedule at 6 a.m. this morning. Like, how was I supposed to know? And they're like, it's okay, just come tomorrow. And then Sunday came around and I was like, I partied till 5 a.m. Just doesn't seem worth it. So I just didn't go.
So Reckless is back. Reckless, lavish. I can't talk that good, but yeah, that's cool. I miss working at a restaurant, to be honest. I would much rather be doing that than what I'm doing. It's fun, right?
Yeah, I had no real problem with it, except for the fact that they're just like a mess with the schedule. Like putting me on and taking me off and putting me back on is frustrating. And then also their training is the bartenders that trained me were definitely taking the job, like being a bartender, like as if they were doctors. And I was just like, chill out.
What were they like? Were they older, older men?
No, they weren't even older, but like he was like, I've been a bartender for 7 years. I've read 2 books on bartending. And he got mad because I put vodka first. And he said I should put the juices first. So like if I mess up, then I'm not wasting the liquor. And I was just like, listen, I'm sure it is. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying, but I was like, I don't mess up. So
damn. Also, 2 books in 7 years is not a great. Like,
I
that's
know.
Not speed reading.
I was like, dude, I set up and break down bars all over this fucking city. I've been bartending forever. I can make any drink. Like, they have special recipes, so I'm still learning those, obviously. But even at that, sure. After I bartend. That was the other thing. Tuesday, I was supposed to be training. The bartender that was supposed to train me didn't show up, and they had me bartend by myself while the owner is there, who does not speak English.
What do they speak?
Spanish, telling me how to do everything in Spanish. And so that also like stressed me the fuck out. Like, obviously I learned and obviously I kept up and obviously I could do it, you know, but all the instructions are in Spanish also. So like, okay.
Sounds like they like their bartenders shook, not stirred.
Yes. So like, it was fine. And it's a beautiful restaurant. And I know that if I would have stuck it out, it would be like a really good job, but I just were
you getting tipped yet?
No, because I was training. So I was doing everything by myself and then training. So I didn't get any of those tips from that day, but I was working all by myself.
See, the fact that you were working by yourself, like if that was, so I used to manage a bar. If that was me, I would have been like, well, you did the work, so you got the tips. But like normally training, you get like some hourly wage, whatever it is, if you're actually training. But it sounds like you just got thrown in, so that's fucked up.
Well, that day, so I trained Monday. They trained me, and then that was when the guy was like, "You always put the juices first. You never put the." And I was just like, "Okay, that's fine. Like, I'll do that if that's what you want me to do. I'm sure that's maybe a rule, whatever." But like, I mean, I am an alcoholic. I've seen these bartenders pour my liquor first all the time. Like, all of a sudden, is this like what?
It's probably just like people exerting their power where they can, you know, like some dude is just a bartender, a trainer. That's all he's got. So if he sees a moment where he can fucking swoop in and be like, no, this is how you fucking do it. I read 2 books, 7 years. That's a book every 3.5 years, bro.
I'm like, dude, I read 6 books in the last 2 months. So should I tell but about the universe? Just kidding.
All right. Mojito. What's Mojito? Go.
Smash sugar and mint, muddle sugar and mint, and then rum. And then you could do Sprite and club soda, or you could just do a little bit of Sprite, or you could just do Sprite.
Sprite, huh?
What do you do?
I do muddled sugar and mint with and then rum, lime juice, and club soda. So it probably tastes pretty similar.
Tastes better with lime juice and club soda. But
wait,
some people like it super sweet like that with the Sprite. But like if I made it at home, I would do lime juice and club soda.
I do simple syrup too, now that I think about it.
Oh, sometimes.
So Sprite is kind of like lime juice and club soda and simple syrup put together.
All in one. See? That's the cheap way of doing it, I guess. Not like the high-end bar.
Well, I just worked at it was like a high-end pizza shop with a normal end bar.
This is a very high-end bar. Like even the like base drinks are like middle shelf liquor. Like we don't have any shit liquor, you know.
$12?
18. All the cocktails are $18. Oh yeah, like our glasses of wine are 12 and our like vodka sodas are 14. Like it's really nice. It would have been so worth it. It's just that I just couldn't. I can't have a schedule either. Here's the other thing. It's my friend's birthday next weekend and she's going to Palm Springs. So then I have to request time off. Like I haven't requested time off in years. Like I don't even know how to tell someone like.
This is how bad I am at doing that. I was just away in Virginia, in bump ass Virginia with my friends. And I worked while I was down there in my at the house because I can't take time off. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. So I just worked for 4 hours on Saturday night, even though we were only there for 2 nights. I spent one of the nights working.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're making money. You're a recluse. Okay. I know we're not supposed to do the crypto side of this, but.
Oh, shit.
I need to start buying all these other cryptos, like, because I've just been watching and all that I have is Ethereum, DOGEcoin. I have like a tad of Bitcoin. I'm not like whatever, but I keep watching all these like Safe Moon and this and that. And where do I buy?
Safe Moon is garbage.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm buying it. I'm just saying, where do I buy?
Where do you buy? I buy all my crypto on, Coinbase doesn't have all that many altcoins, but they have, a selection. Binance.us. They got a ton more options for altcoins.
Okay.
And you can also buy Doge for real on there. What do you have it on Robinhood? So you're not even really buying it. You're just like investing in it on Robinhood. And then there's like if there's other shit that you need, there's swaps, which are decentralized exchanges that are like, if you ever get there, you can ask me about it. I'll tell you how to set it up. But that's like the kind of thing. It's like, somebody told me about Eternity Chain. Where do I buy it? And you just like have your head set on this one thing that you need to buy it. I'm like, all right, I'll walk you through it. But like, it's a process. But that's also how you make the money, is when you get in before it gets listed on a big exchange, because as soon as it gets listed on a big exchange, then everybody has access to it,
So at the end of this, will you send me that website so I can start? Because
which one?
The Binance or whatever, so I can buy Dogecoin for real and whatever.
Binance. Yeah.
Binance.
I got back in on Dogecoin because I saw that I bought back in at 30 cents because I saw it was about to pop up.
Good, because it's gonna jack, I think, this weekend, and it's already been jacking right now.
I know. Yeah. I don't like having it, but it's also like, if I'll make a little bit of money, then whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna make a little bit of money this weekend.
A little bit of money. Ethereum.
I'm back at where it was when I pulled out. So far, I haven't pulled like that much, and I didn't even put that much in the beginning. But so far, I've pulled out $1,500 in cash from it, and I invested like $60. So
Right.
who cares?
Yeah. I
So
mean,
right now,
my original $250 would be worth like almost 10 grand now if I didn't
oh
sell
my
it.
God, I know I'm so because I play with like that a few $1,000s in there. I could have just put it all into DOGEcoin, but who knew, right?
But
I thought
Dogecoin
it
is
as
such
a
a risk.
joke. I know.
Yeah. It's like as soon as it spiked up to like 40, whatever the high was, I was like, I hope people are selling part of their positions because that shit's going to crash down eventually.
That's what I did. And then it went down, but now it's back up. I bought DOGEcoin when I first started on Robinhood just because it was 0.000 whatever 8. And I made a video about it on TikTok as like a joke. And then I had forgot about it. And then all of a sudden it was worth a bunch of money. And I was like, what the fuck?
When was that?
At the beginning of quarantine, I bought it as a joke. I put like $100 in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And if you had held on to that, or did you hold on to that?
I didn't hold on that to completely. That went to like 300 and I took like the 200 out and then I just left it at 100. And then, so that's what's made my $60, I think, turn into whatever it is now. Because I think I took it down to, because I was just like, whatever. I thought it was a joke.
It is a joke, but that doesn't mean you can't make money off of it.
So this last time I went to 42 cents, I just pulled out another like $700 just to, and so, and then it went down and now it's back up. It's higher than it was right now. My money. It's higher right now.
High money, baby. Yeah. I mean, I checked the charts all day. So I saw that it was going to pump up. So I bought in at 30. It's now at like 40 again. So got a percentage going, but
I'm going to get really serious about like doing some day trading and like buying
really?
like, yeah, because I think I could make a lot of money and I think it's something I'd actually like to do. And
it's fun.
I hate doing everything else. So I got to find something. And I mean, obviously acting or comedy I love to do, but acting, I have to do what they give me. And comedy, I have to get started again. So this is what I was going to talk about, the universe. Okay.
Okay.
So I was at a party on Thursday and I met this guy who is a life coach. He doesn't like to call it that, but he's a life coach. And he used to be best friends with...
prefer to call it a lifeguard.
He used to be best friends with Sinbad's son. Okay. So anyway, we were just talking like normal, and then one of my friends walked up and she's like, Ashley's a comedian. And she promised me that we were going to get to go to a show this year, because of COVID last year, like whatever. And I was like, okay, guys, like I've been taking a break though. Like, I don't know when I'll be on a show because I don't have anything really, like I did do a Zoom show like a couple weeks ago, but whatever. Anyway, he was like, well, why aren't you doing it? And then I just like went into everything. And then I found out, he's like, well, I actually coach like a few athletes and I have a couple comedians. And he's like, what it sounds like to me is like you were sabotaging yourself and you should be doing it. And I was just like, well, I do love it, but like, it's just hard. And it like makes me feel some kind of way and whatever. Anyway, so he was like, I'm going to contact you both. And I didn't think he would. So he did. And he's giving me a free consultation on Wednesday. And he said that he doesn't even care. Like if I life coach with him, he's going to buddy me up with one of his comedians. And like, maybe we can like inspire each other to like go to mics and like whatever. And I was like, okay.
I don't inspire you.
Well, you're not to go to mics.
Fair.
And you've been working too much and it's frustrating.
Thanks.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, so then this morning I woke up, I had completely forgot I even did that article and I got featured on like a comedy website, which it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm so great or whatever. It's just that like, I feel like it was a sign like, Ash, like this is who you are. This is your life. This is what you're good at. You're good at it. And even when I did the Zoom show, I didn't even really prepare. I got a bunch of laughs. A bunch of people messaged me after and they're like, you're so funny. I did clean comedy so my mom could watch. So it wasn't even like my normal style of comedy. Still, I was funny. And I was just like, if I have this niche and I have this down and I can do this after not doing it at all for 6 months, why would I not pursue this? So That's all. And I felt like the universe was like, stop fucking around.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I'm starting to get the itch. And my job, is the sound doing something weird? I keep getting these glitchy things.
No, it's just my neighbor blasting bass right now.
Okay. No problem. My job
It,
started doing the first round of layoffs. So I'm just like, oh shit, like this is really like coming to an end soon. So, I mean, I'm one of the like supervisors, so I'm probably going to stick around longer than other
yeah,
people. But, I'm kind of starting to
excited.
feel like I can make a transition, and start planning my life. And I feel
And then
bad
you can,
because everybody else wants to like stay in it, stay for the health department. But I got into this job, like I was like, all right, this is a temporary thing. Like while shit's shut down, this is what I'm gonna do, save some money, whatever. Now I'm like, all right, I'm still here. What the fuck? So it's getting to that point where it's like, all right, it's time to go back to my life. Like I just took a trip. Shit's starting to happen again. Going out into the world. Like I need to refocus, find my
yeah.
direction.
Well, let's get it.
I
I'll
know.
be excited when you're here and we're doing
Hell yeah.
comedy.
You can see what my legs look like.
And then we could do some actual maybe we can host a show and we could do this maybe live and get a little more creative. That would be exciting to me.
That's a good idea. I would like that. I got to get back on stage. I feel like I don't know what to do anymore.
I know. I did do one mic and it was fun, but
Was it scary?
I got so nervous. It's crazy because I don't really get nervous. I don't care. Like I went to acting class. I showed up 30 minutes late and they're like, get on stage. And I was like, whatever. And I did it and I didn't care. I wasn't nervous. I don't care at all. That day that I did the stand-up comedy, my heart was beating so hard. I could see it. And I was like, what the like I put a sweater on because I didn't want like the audience to like see.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be like that for me. I feel like I'm starting over. And I never got far anyway, but it's just a
Well,
restart.
you'll feel that way, but it'll just be one, like after one time of actually like keeping it up, you won't feel that way anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, it's starting over with comedy. It's starting over with improv. It's starting over with acting and auditioning. It's like a full restart,
Yeah. Well, we kind of all did that though. Everybody's kind of, like some people really did keep doing the stand-up comedy. People toured and people were, but most of us didn't. And most of us weren't able to go to improv classes. And now we can, I don't know, like we can just start over and be whoever we want to be and take whatever we learned from quarantine and just be our best selves, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to write some joke. One of the best things about going like out into the world and like being with my friends and stuff is that you start thinking different ways. It's not just like me in my house. I like, get new ideas and stuff, just like being exposed to people again and the outside world. And I started trying to write this joke about how it would be nice if you could get like an Amazon Alexa, but like rename it like your ex-girlfriend's name so that you can just like kind of take out a lot of anger and like
abuse it and sort of
abuse it and boss it around. I think it might be funny.
What's your ex-girlfriend's name?
Emily, which is a really funny name for it. Damn it, Emily! Imagine getting
It's been like 8. That's funny. It's probably been like 8 years since you've been with her. She's gonna be like, "Are you really that mad at me?"
Well, here's the good thing: I dated 2 Emilys in a row, so neither one would ever know which one.
So Emily is the key to your heart.
No, I just was on a streak for a minute. A couple of Emilys.
I've dated a lot of
Michaels?
But my ex-husband's name was Michael, and so after that, I like can't if a guy's named Michael. Like I won't even talk to him.
Really? You won't even be friends with Michael?
No.
There's that FaceTime. I want to know how many people out there listening to this get FaceTimed. Also, like, what is your sister's weekly criticism of the podcast? I know you're listening out there, Arissa. What are we doing
So
wrong? What are we doing
Arissa
right?
said that she loves it, but she feels that we're just like two friends catching up. So she doesn't know if the rest of the public is gonna love it as much as she loves it.
All right, Arissa, email in. Don't just talk to your sister. Email in. Talk to me. Tell me, what do we need to do? Because I know you're the only person hearing this right now. What do we need? Give it up.
You know that she will be so excited to do that.
I'm calling you out right now.
You know,
You know
she's like a Judy fan. Did you know that, right?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, she is. If you have a fan, it's her.
Hell yeah. What's up, Arissa? Email me. I'll check the email, recklessandtherecluse@gmail.com, or hit me up on my personal Instagram. I will respond. There's a guy who did a YouTube review of the movie Curse of Aurora that I was in, and he like banned out on me, only me, and I watched it. I mean, I don't know.
Come on.
I watched it, and then I was like, "Yo, Deanie, watch this video," and she was just like, "How do you feel about this?" And I was like, "I don't know, whatever."
Wait, send it to me, and I'll post it on Reckless and the Recluse's story, and I'll be like, "You guys are missing out." Come on.
The reason that he liked me so much is because I was in this other movie that he really liked also.
Well, who cares? You have a fan, and you're famous, Judy. We have to, you and I probably have like 5 fans each, and we have to appreciate them.
True.
10 fans, the only 10 people who watch this podcast, and we gotta, because dude, Romania is over us. So
I guess so. All right. So when I was in Virginia, we were sitting around the fire by the lake, at a little lake house, and there's a fire pit. And I found out for the first time ever that one of my friends from like my whole life almost got kicked out of high school, like very close to getting kicked out of high school. And I did not know this story at all. And I'm not going to say his name, but he apparently this is what he did. He was this was like pretty early in like when computers were just being incorporated to like every classroom in a high school. So like, and all the high school teachers were getting like email addresses. So like school email addresses, I think maybe for the first time or maybe for the first time at my school. And so it was like the week where all the teachers were getting these new email accounts. And for that week, somebody found out that all the passwords were the same before they changed them. It was like test 1, 2, 3, some shit like that. And so my friend logged in as the principal into his email account. And this was a new principal that year. We didn't know him yet at all. And he was about to like start, or maybe he had just started being a principal. It was like beginning of the school year. My friend logs into his email account, emails the entire administration, and the entire body of the email was just testicles are yummy. And that was the entire email. So then he just was being an idiot, being a dumbass high school kid. We find out that the principal is gay. So it was investigated as a hate crime. He had no idea. He was just being a fucking dumbass. And then all of a sudden he was like being accused of this hate crime. And he almost got kicked out of high school, but he didn't.
Dude, see, that's when one of those little pranks go bad. Like when you think you're just being funny.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he didn't get kicked out. That would have sucked.
I know. I had no idea. Like my friend is he's so funny. Like he's like the most combined reckless and recluse that there ever was. Like he was down there and he made us by himself, the entire dinner on Friday night, like steak, cauliflower mash, asparagus, like all this stuff. He bought this like $200 fancy steak like a couple days before, went all out for this meal. He can do it, but like hammered, like can't even talk. but he's making this like 3-course meal for everybody. He does it every time. And then he does all the dishes and stuff. But meanwhile, he'll just like fall asleep naked in the yard also. You're just like, this dude's a mystery. He really is. But he's also the best person to have on a friend vacation like that.
For sure.
This house that we stayed at was
I know awesome. I am called Reckless today.
Oh, whoa. Something weird just happened. You lagged.
What did you say? Tell me about the house.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Tell me about the house.
So it was a giant lake house on this lake in Virginia. And it said it slept 17, but it slept way more than that actually. And the whole basement was like a game room. It had shuffleboard, a pool table, foosball, a TV with Super Nintendo, a casino, one of those basketball like shooting games. And then it had a movie theater in the other room with like a full projector and screen. And then it had a separate kitchen in the basement and then like a full bedroom and bathroom. That was just the basement. It was insane. And then the rest of the house was just like super nice. I got my own room with 6 beds in it.
That's so stupid. Did you like move around on each bed?
No, I was so tired both nights that I just like passed out in this tiny little bunk bed cubby. I did not sleep well, but it was cool. It was fun.
That sounds good.
Went out in a kayak in the middle of the lake by myself at like 8 a.m. Very peaceful. Very nice.
That sounds really nice, actually.
It was nice. I did like a little meditation. I closed my eyes, just out there in the middle of the lake, just kind of like bobbing, you know, because I'm in a fucking kayak. And
nature.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very, very, very nice down there. Bump ass Virginia. That's the name of the town.
So Schitt's Creek is not a joke.
No, bump ass.
Bump ass.
Wait, bump ass. Yeah.
How is it from you?
It was like 6 hours. So a lot of driving. I got back yesterday and then I just fucking passed out. It was so much. I wish we stayed one more day. One more day would have been perfect. Like, cause we just did basically, we got there in the afternoon, stayed that night, then the next day, and then left that next morning. So it was quick.
Well,
but my friend paid for the house. So I was like, what am I going to do?
I know my friend's paying for Palm Springs this weekend. That's why I'm like, why not?
Yeah, I've never been to Palm Springs.
Really?
It's nice, right?
It's really nice, but it's like, it's better to go like, you know, the festivals or I did go, Arissa's boyfriend's mom got us rooms at the Ritz-Carlton and we like spent a couple nights and like stayed at the pool.
New
and that
money?
was fun.
New money?
New money. New money.
Was that trip?
No, she did that here at the Montage.
Oh.
In Beverly Hills.
Oh, that's right. It was Beverly Hills.
He's so funny, dude.
All right. Well, I was going to ask you something. Fuck. I'm a little brain dead.
I feel that way too. I mean, besides quitting my job and getting back into comedy.
Tell me a story from, did you ever get detention in high school?
I did.
For what?
But I don't remember anything ever like exciting about it. Usually just for being late. Oh, I have a story about a teacher who got caught doing like meth like 2 years later. But she used to get really mad, like out of nowhere. And she said something to me and I was like, shut up, I'll slash your tires. I'm not even like, and so she sent me to the principal's office and I was like, she's crazy. I would never say something like this. And I was like, call my mom. And they did. And they believed me over her. And I really did say it.
Wow.
So I didn't get in trouble.
They can't, like, they have to believe the teacher though. That's crazy.
But then she probably had done so many crazy things because then she got caught doing like meth 2 years later. So I just got lucky, you know, because she must have done other crazy shit to other kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. Did you take advantage of it from that point on? Just say crazy shit because you knew that she was powerless?
Yeah, I never went to class and I got an A because I knew she wouldn't mess with me anymore. So I just never went.
You could have slashed her tires and people still wouldn't have thought it was
I'm
you.
not gonna slash tires. There was cameras at the school, I think. And I'm not really someone to. I'm not even like violent. I don't even know why I said that.
What prompted that?
She was just pissing me off. She was really making me mad. She like actually made me mad.
It would have been cool if you had her license plate. You're like, I'll slash your tires. HPG 24A.
I did know what she drove because she used to park it in front of the building that class was in. As far as detention, it was always just like for being late too much or something, not like anything exciting.
Are you always late to stuff, like socially too? Like if I was like, yo, Ashley, meet me at the coffee shop.
No, I'm very prompt. And I hate when people are late. But I just don't give a fuck about school. So I just went when I wanted to go.
Okay.
Like if we're having dinner, I'm going to be there probably 5 minutes early.
Okay. Where are we having dinner? Sugarfish?
Yes, let's go. I'm already sitting there with my sake.
Just put it on DOGEcoin. DOGEcoin's got the tab.
It better.